Have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Folks, welcome aboard the Bad Dream down here in the Silverlake / Khao Chee Chan area just south of Pattaya, Thailand. Riding my motorbike on a Sunday, going for my Sunday drive. Unfortunately, I'm getting rained on a little bit. You know what they say, if it ain't raining, you ain't training. Picking up the speed just a little bit because I got some fast movers trying to get around me. Passing Khao Chee Chan off to the right side of the aircraft. I'm not going to pull in there, just going to see how many tour buses we got. Looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about a 7 tour bus factor. Not too many folks. Off to the left is Chee Chan Golf Resort. Now we're in the Silverlake. As someone told me long ago, shooting on the Osmo Pocket 3, so if the rain gets any heavier, I'll probably have to put her away because it's not waterproof. It's not waterproof. If there's a big old raindrop on the lens, I'll be scrapping this footage anyhow. But I'm rolling the dice. I'm willing to take a risk. I'm gonna slide over here to the left, let this four-wheeler come on past me. And I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. Alright, so now that that song is in my head, y'all will probably hear it too many times during this motorbike tour. Sometimes it happens. Off to the right is the winery I used to come to every weekend. My goodness, breaks my heart to see that place closed down, overrun with weeds. But things change. So we're gonna go ahead and ease up off the throttle, ease up off the brakes, just a natural turn, bearing 090. See what's being developed. See how the developments are going through this area. Beautiful area here. You know, the area we just passed back there, it's very Romanesque, Tuscany. There's the swans over there. I see 2 swans. There were more last time. I'm not saying there aren't, but I just saw 2. Restaurant up on the hill. Big, beautiful mansion, castle looking place. Beautiful up there. How can you not love it? Castello di Bellagio. And I would drive up there, but they got security right there. You probably gotta have a reservation to get up there, so I won't bother those gentlemen. Airy Hill, luxury villas off to the right, being developed, that area. And then this is Ramayana Waterpark. Not stopping, the little bit of rain is not stopping the folks from enjoying the water park. And these gentlemen right here got a lull, call that a lull in America, working on the sign. Shout out to those gentlemen. Yeah, looks like got plenty of folks up there. Ramayana. And I've got my visor up, I'm getting pelted by raindrops. Well, raindrops keep falling on my head. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Falling on my head. Oh. EV charging stations back here if you got a Tesla. Anyhow, this is the water park off to the left. Plenty of parking in the back. The gate, the entrance is here in the back. But old single dad is just strolling. I'm just out on a Sunday stroll. I don't know where the wind's gonna blow me. Sometimes it blows me to the right, and today I think I'll take a left turn here. Okay, looks like we're clear of traffic. Look at there, left turn. What do we got going on out here? Okay, got a couple loaders off to the starboard side of the aircraft. Both of them are going. Got a green one, what is that, Cabelco? And a yellow one, a Saney. Looks like they're tearing up some, say tearing it up, clearing off the lot. Up on that hill, who knows what they're gonna build. 4 or 5 dogs hanging out in that little empty lot, just chilling. And here we go, just like that, folks. Again, if you like to ride bicycles, motorbikes, your motorcycle, Patty is just a great place to live. It's got all the amenities of the city. At 15 minutes, you can be out here with nature, where there's very few people. I thought that was a herd of goats. It's not, it's a herd of dogs. Little restaurant right there to the right. It actually smelled good. Smelled like banh mi, moo, pork noodle soup. Gentlemen got a fishing pole that just went by, so they've been fishing out here at the lake, pond, whatever you want to call it out here. So just a ride through the country. What to talk about while I'm on this ride? The border conflict going on over there with Cambodia. Folks, let them handle their business. Don't worry about it. If you're coming here as a tourist, don't worry about that. The only thing it's going to affect, if you plan to take a van over to the border and then take a bus to Siem Reap, as far as I know, the border is closed. Martial laws in those provinces over there. If you're going to Siem Reap or Cambo or headed over towards Vietnam, just get on a plane. Simple. That's the only change you need to make to your itinerary. Don't worry about the conflict over there. If you're coming to Bangkok or Phuket or Pattaya, it's like a world away. Is it safe to come to Thailand right now? Absolutely. Got some shipping containers. Bunch of pipe. I don't know if that's part of the roads and the highway department. Don't know. And here we go underneath the railroad tracks. So at least I know exactly where I'm at. I'm underneath the train tracks. What is this out here? Don't know. Not real sure. Baker Hughes, says the sign. Folks, a lot of industry, a lot of factories here in Thailand. Oh, and look where I popped out. Perfect spot to pop out at. And what I will do, I'll do a left-hand turn here. We'll turn left bearing 270. And folks, this road right here, the traffic is very fast. If you're a novice motorbike rider, don't get on this road. See a lot of articles about people crashing on this road. It's just the traffic is so fast. It's like riding a motorbike like this on the interstate in America. It's just something your speed is not going to match their speed, and there's a lot of crashes here. Don't worry about it. Old single dad is on the JOB. Just ease on over here. I'm not going to be on the road very long. 331 to Cha Chung Sao. So that's what we're going to do. It's just bare left. I don't have a map. Well, I guess I do. I do have my phone with me now. I had to break down by a damn iPhone, but I don't use that map. I don't use Google Maps when I'm out on these rides. I just go out and get lost. You know, just get you a full tank of gas. Make sure your tires are aired up, and just get out on the road and go. The only thing around here you need to be aware of, don't get on the expressway, right? If you get on the expressway and you're on a motorbike and you're not supposed to be, you got problems, right? So just make sure you don't get on the expressway. If you look around and you're the only person on a damn motorbike and the traffic's going really fast, you might not supposed to be on that road with your little motorbike. Okay, we'll turn left again. And if I had to give you directions to where I'm at right now, I couldn't tell you. I know where I'm at. It's one of those things where I know exactly where I'm at. But if I had to tell you, hey man, come down here and pick me up, I couldn't tell you directions. I'd have to ask somebody or look at a map. You know, it's just one of those things when you've explored an area for so long, you just know, you just have that sense of direction. You know exactly where you're at. All right, having a little picnic. Now I could have cut down through there, but we'll just keep motoring on. I was never interested in riding in any type of gangs, motorcycle gangs, or organized groups going on their rides or whatever, because they would sit there and spend 2 weeks planning their fucking ride. I couldn't get on board with that. 2 weeks of planning the ride, where we're gonna stop. You know, people with a goddamn truck and trailer and a U-Haul pulling behind. We have to stop every 100 miles. We have to check this. When I get on this iron horse, I want to feel free. I don't want people telling me what to do, a fucking rule book, rules to live by. That's why I don't join a motorcycle gang, and I never would. Just like Blade on Wild Hogs. Why he don't wear the colors and why he don't ride, you go watch that movie and you'll understand me. Because the hypocrisy in joining a motorcycle gang is that you're supposed to be free, but right off the bat there's fucking rules. Think about that. Think about the hypocrisy and the duality of that. Bikers are supposed to be free, but you got to pledge for a year. You got to do this. You can't do this. You got to fuck. That's why I'm not interested. I ride by my damn self. If I start a motorcycle gang, I'll start my own gang. Okay, here's the rules and the bylaws of the club, and it'll be a fucking blank page. K-Park off to the left side of the aircraft here. Not exactly sure what that's all about. And I'm gonna have to pick up some speed because I got one behind me trying to bear left. He's trying to bear left on about a 300 and I'm going straight. And some of y'all who have watched several of my videos, look at that. Where did old single dad take you to? I brought you straight to, some of y'all might have saw the sign. You'll see it when we come up over the top of this hill. My favorite coffee shop, especially since they closed down my little coffee shop. Oh, John Candy left. Somebody coming the wrong direction. Every now and then that happens here. You gotta pay attention. Don't get mad. Just get out of the way. In Iraq, we were calling that a John Candy. You know, if they're coming at you from the wrong direction, the upgunners would call it out. John Candy left, John Candy right, because you were looking out for V-bids trying to hit you. Anyhow, I'm where I'm supposed to be, going in the direction I'm supposed to be going in, but sometimes people, they're not. So look where I brought you to, folks. Favorite coffee shop. Coffee War. And due to the rain, I'm not going to hang out. I'm just going to drive through the parking lot and just sort of give you a quick snapshot tour because I've got several very detailed videos here on my channel. Aircraft to the left is a restaurant. This L1011 or MD88, I forget exactly what the nomenclature. That's where you go get coffee and you can sit up in the flight deck and take pictures, and it's a beautiful view up there. Absolutely gorgeous view. And I'll take this time to pull over and check the camera. See if we're still recording. Oh yeah. Absolutely, we're still recording. You've got all this military memorabilia. You know, it's like a museum. All this equipment left over from the Vietnam era. And every time I come here, they've added stuff and they've opened new things. Like those two helicopters there. One's life flight. This aircraft here is open. So every time I come out here, there's more stuff and there's more people, and that's good to see because this is a very unique little spot. They moved the Huey over there. Looks like they've got one more jumbo pulled in here. I mean, folks, this place is just too cool, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. Now, on the other side of this jet over there, there's a shooting range where you can go over there and shoot real guns, real machine guns. There's another helicopter on the other side of that truck there. And as you can see, we're up on this hill with a beautiful view of the mountains. So if you get up in this aircraft right here, up in that flight deck drinking your coffee, it's just an absolute gorgeous view. Little bar area there. If you're listening to my voice and you're sitting on a freaking bar stool and patio complaining about the number of Indian tourists on Walking Street when you ain't even on Walking Street, you're in Soy Bacal. Take a half a day, grab you a traveler, grab you one of them girls, say, hey baby, I'm gonna take you down to Coffee War. We're gonna eat and get some coffee, take some pictures. They'll love it. And again, right up there is all kind of military surplus and a lot of stuff for sale. It's all kind of memorabilia and good food through here. So check out maybe I'll put the links to the videos I did before. They're pretty detailed. I'll put those down in the description, and you can get a detailed look at Coffee War. But highly recommend it. You know, what are we, 25 minutes south of Pattaya? I would budget a half day if you want to come down here and check out that place. Just slow roll going through there, looking at all the stuff. It is too cool. Especially if you're from America. My gosh, if you're a gringo, American, you got to go down and check the place out. It's just like a big museum. And just like that, OSD, on board the Bad Dream. Super Cub 110 on the downhill slope. And all I did was make a big loop. I just made a bigger loop than I made last time. I just made a big loop. Maybe I took the same loop, but I think last trip I ended up, there was a, I'll have to look back at the video because they had a bunch of golf clubs for sale. Okay, and then we'll get off of this speedway back onto the back roads, headed back into Silverlake, just like that. You got restaurants left, right side of the road here. And see, we're back into the country, looking at beautiful views. So far the rain's holding. It's sprinkling, but it ain't raining. And so far a raindrop has not hit the lens, at least dead center. Okay, got to increase power to get up this hill. Power. Let's take it up to 90. How fast am I doing? I'm about 45 kilometers per hour, down to 40. About 40 right now, 40 clicks per hour. Not breaking any land speed records, never try to do that. Get past this gentleman here because he's going to need to move over because of all that vegetation. If he don't, that canopy is going to catch one of them vines and flip him around, so I'll get out of his way. Alright, it's about 50 clicks per hour. El perro. And I think it's going to start raining a little bit harder on me. If it does, I'm going to pull over somewhere and just ride it out. We Americans especially are very mission oriented when it comes from getting point A to point B. We act like it's a race or you're on a mission. And it takes a while to decompress when you retire or you're on vacation to say, hey, it's raining, I can pull over and wait it out for 30 minutes or an hour and just chill. It's okay to do that. But we Americans, just by nature, will motor through this damn rain, show up at our destination soaked, when you could have just pulled over for 30 minutes, let it pass. But we're not at that point. It's not raining that bad. All right, so now I'm visor down. Not sure if the audio is better with the visor down or it's better with it up. You're listening to the audio on a DJI wireless microphone mounted inside my helmet with the audio setting all the way down to the lowest level, if you want to know. Clipping control on. Then I have the second microphone mounted outside on my vest. And the reason I do that is because if something goes down, you know, around me, that microphone will pick it up. where this one in my helmet is turned down so low, it's not going to pick up you know, person's conversation standing next to the motorbike. Whoa, shut her down there, get on the brakes. That's why you don't take it too quick. All right, Silverlake restaurant to the right, the old vineyards here to the left, and there you go. That's my little ride through the country. And I'll cut through here because not everybody watches every one of my videos. All right, get new viewers all the time. And I'll just go ahead and ease on in here. This place right here is too cool. And I'll just roll up through here. If I was sitting there in America and I've got this footage up on my big screen, it would probably look pretty beautiful. A little bakery to the left, you can see them doing the baking. Now admittedly, I'm filming this in 1080p. I usually shoot all of my stuff in 4K, but these long motorbike trips are hard on my laptop. It's getting older. It's only a few years old, but man, it's crunched so much video, it's starting to slow down on me. It's starting to get tired. And like, it took a long time to crunch that 100 gigabyte video yesterday, and I said, you know what, let me just drop it down to 1080 because I'm going to do a lot of riding. So anyhow, you can park right here if you want to go in the restaurant. And then, you know, there's seating outside on the hill, which is absolutely gorgeous. If you want to bring a chick on a date, how can you beat this atmosphere? I mean, really. Whether you're on a motorbike or you got a Mercedes, you pull up through this this area, sit out at that view. The food is excellent. And I'll show you the seating area if you've never seen any of my shows. Walk around this area, take pictures. Love is in the air. Tell you folks, old single dad knows some little nook and crannies around Southeast Asia if you want to be a romantic. And look, I'm talking, the thing about it, I'm not talking about, nor have I ever tried to impress women with money. That doesn't work. You know, this restaurant is reasonably priced, but the atmosphere, the ambiance, especially if they get the band going at night up on this hill. Right here, see this grassy knoll where they're taking pictures, and you can eat out there. And used to at night, I haven't been there in a while. They have a band going on, and you're overlooking basically the Coliseum, this bridge, the water, Khao Chee Chan. Look at that. You know, you take a lady out to eat and just take her over here for a walk through the damn parking lot. You don't got to spend a lot of money. I'm telling you. A lot of y'all come over here. I say y'all, a lot of us come over here, and especially initially you end up spending so much money in the bars, on the bar girls, trying to impress what's a bar girl? Them hoes ain't loyal. If you can't say it, sing it. Isn't that what Elvis said? Somebody told him that. It's too dangerous to say, you sing it. Them hoes ain't loyal. All the money you spend when you could just try to meet a nice girl, a decent girl, and bring her on a date like this, and you're out nothing but dinner. I mean, hell, you sit here and walk around for an hour. She'd be impressed. That's free. You got to have a Mercedes. I brought chicks down here on this bad dream, on this motorbike. Dressed up. I mean, right now, look what I'm wearing. I'm dressed up right now. If I had some pants on, I got shorts on. If I put some pants on, I'd be dressed up for the occasion. All family oriented. Bring your family, kids, grandma. Ain't no bar girls down here. So anybody that says, oh, you just go to Pattaya for one reason. You don't know Pattaya, my friend. You just don't know. Okay, rest my ass for a minute. And we are rolling. Hit my 5.0. I got the rag top down so my hair can blow. Looks like the rain, still a few drops here and there. Sad to see over to the left where the vineyards used to be, but is what it is. Cita de Como. Antonio Margarete. Dominic De Caco. Gorlami. What movie was that from? None of them spoke Italian. I'll pull through Khao Chee Chan for my first time viewers to show you this awesome, beautiful site here. It's Golden Buddha. It's a Buddha inlaid on the mountain in gold. It's beautiful. Pull through the parking lot. I always like to. I pull through the parking lots of these places to check to see how crowded they are. Okay, a couple tour buses, one pulling out, two pulling out. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. If you come here and there's, 20 tour buses, it's pretty thick with the Chinese tourists. It's hard to take good pictures. Right now, no problem. Because most of these folks here in the cars are local folks. So like if you ask me right now is a good time to travel to Thailand. It's the low season, so therefore naturally because of the low season, there's less people here. There are less crowds, less tour buses. Number two, whatever's going on in China right now, the Chinese are not traveling as thick as they normally are right now. So you don't have the Great Wall of China to deal with. And unfortunately for the tourism industry, you've got this conflict going on over on the border, and a lot of people get scared up and they cancel their travel plans or delay it or postpone. So for a guy like me, I look at it as this is the perfect time. Now, I said the same thing right before the lockdown when nobody was here, like the last few days before the world got locked down. I was like, hey, it's a great time to come to Thailand. There's nobody here. And then my buddy called and said, man, they're about to close the fucking airport. You better get out of there and get back to your kids, or you're going to get locked down away from your kids. Who knew? But that particular day, it was a wonderful time to visit Thailand, days before the lockdown. Anyhow, the point of the big long story is, if I were a tourist, this would be the ideal time for me to come. Because, come on, if you're looking for girls, there's always plenty of women. You're looking for clubs, bars, it's always there. Just now you don't got to fight the crowds. You want to go to all these attractions? Now you don't have to fight the crowds. They're still open. Just no crowds. Unless you absolutely just enjoy going to Nong Nook Gardens with so many Chinese people you can't take a picture. Alright, so I'll pull in here right now. I'll give you a look from the front. Check my camera. Yeah, we're still going. There you go right there. Khao Chee Chan. Absolutely beautiful. Just gorgeous. So folks, with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this tour. Or am I? Nah, I'm already down here. I got to ride through my temple complex. So wait, there's more. I ain't done yet. Okay, camera's looking good. All these raindrops, not one drop has hit the lens. Now I may eat those words when I put it on the laptop and start editing, but as far as I can see, every time I go to clean the lens, there's no water on it. So my luck is holding. Power, 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 power. There we go. Well, the Dream's a 110, but the way it's geared, folks, this thing runs like a scalded dog. I think right now I may need to change the spark plug. I should have had them do it last time. But again, if you're just coming over here, you got no idea what motorbike to buy, you want to buy a motorbike, I recommend the Honda Click. It's an automatic, you don't have to shift gears. It's got the floorboard where you can stack stuff. You can put a sack of rice in there if you need to. Or if you got a kid, they can stand up. I recommend the Honda Click, even though I like this Dream Super Cub. Most people here, most locals, have the Wave. It's like the F-150 of motorbikes here in Thailand. But you got to shift the gears. If you've never ridden a motorbike, don't get one where you got to shift gears. My goodness, it's just a whole set of learning. Just get you the Honda Click. You hit the gas, it goes. Gas and brakes, that's all you got to worry about. You don't got to worry about shifting with a Honda Click. Let's get the automatic. Don't try to be Evel Knievel when you ain't never ridden before. And another public service message is there was a dog off to the left sleeping. So if you caught him out of the corner of your eye, he wasn't dead, he's just sleeping. I don't know why he's sleeping in the bike lane, but that's where he's sleeping. If you've never ridden a motorbike before, don't try to learn in the middle of Pattaya. Okay? If you're gonna rent a motorbike, come out to an area like this and learn how to ride. Matter of fact, don't even ride through the city, period. If you've never ridden a motorbike, you're not experienced, don't ride through the city. My gosh, that's silly, stupid. Come out here where there's very few cars, plenty of open space, take it slow, you can learn how to ride a motorbike. If you've never ridden before, just get out on one of these dirt lots, so if you fall down, you're on dirt, not pavement. And when it's raining like it's doing right now, the road's slippery. Especially don't take these turns with all this paint on the roads. Just take it easy. Don't brake, don't accelerate, just easy around these curves. And watch out for these dogs. Usually they're pretty calm, but every now and then you'll get a wild card. He'll come after your calf. And if you get bit by any of these dogs, I mean, this is Captain Obvious, but you get bit by a dog here in Southeast Asia, you got to go take the rabies shots. Can't take a chance. Just ruin your vacation. So try not to get bit by one. I say one out of 500 that I see will come after me and try to take a bite out of my calf. So not very often, but you can't let your guard down. You just don't know. And what's funny is every Filipina I've ever had on the back of my motorbike, if a dog takes off after us, they go for the Filipina. I don't know what it is. They just have a different scent, or it's all the damn soy sauce. I don't know. But you ask any Filipina that's been on the back of my motorbike, if the dog comes after us, the dog goes after her. It's actually an insurance policy for me. If I got a Filipina on the back, I know the dog ain't gonna bite me. It's gonna bite her. A Thai girl, the dog's gonna come after me. Filipina, going after the Filipina. All right, Chinese temple off to the right here. And then you've got the lake on the other side of those trees. All these people come out there, they'll buy, you can release fish or turtles or feed the fish. There's huge fish in this lake. And no, you can't come out here and go fishing. But this lake is chock full of some of the biggest fish that you've ever seen. And all these little shops along the lake, they sell food. They sell, you know, turtles and just stuff you can release for good luck. So let me just swing in here just to give you a look at the lake. And then across the way are the temples. And we'll head over there and take a drive through there. And again, if you're one of my normal viewers, thank you very much for watching. You've seen this ride before. But you know, usually a video, it's like 50% or more of the people who watch your video are first-time viewers. So I guess it's kind of frustrating. If you've watched every one of my videos, you hear a lot of the same crap over and over. But if I don't say some of the same crap over and over, the new viewers are like totally lost. I'll show you these cows here. Beautiful cattle. Got a lot more meat on their bones than the ones in the PI. Good. This puppy dog here, old Benji, don't come after me. He's eyeballing me. Now this is the road right here that goes to the temples. You're not supposed to ride a motorbike across there, but people do. Since I'm filming, I won't incriminate myself. But anyhow, you got these little shops here. You just come out there and feed the fish. If you want to see the fish, several of my videos I've went down there and fed the fish. Beautiful looking hamburgers. Okay. So again, it's supposed to be bicycle lane only. So I'll just cut across the road. Follow all the traffic laws. And then all through here to the right in the trees, you've got more little vendors. So you can pull over there and then pop out onto that bike path next to the water, feed the fish. All right, got a big truck coming up, so I'm gonna sort of bank left here, let them go by. And then again, just ease back over into the lane of travel. And I know everybody in America, if you're uptight, you're not supposed to be driving in that bike lane, you son of a bitch. You ought to pull your driver's license. Well, there's following the letter of the law, and then there's the smart, safe way to do things. I choose to live. Okay, right turn. 09 Now we're on a path towards the temple area. Again, you got little vendors right here selling everything. Police right there rolling through, checking everything out. Shout out to the police, keeping everybody safe. It's a tough job, no matter where you're at in the world. I used to be the police. I wouldn't change anything. I had a great time. What an adventure. But there's no way I would be a cop these days. There's no way I could. Things have changed too much. Just the way it is, you know, the way we used to police, you'd get in trouble today. But the streets are out of control in my home country of America, where back in the day they weren't. Figured that one out. Cause people done gone, throw the Bibles away. They're living by the law of the jungle, not the law of the land. Yansangwararam, a hospital's over to the left. And the rain's picking up a little bit. This young lady's putting on her little rain jacket there. And I'll have to stop up here and check the camera because I've probably got some moisture on the lens. Maybe it's been that way for the past 5 kilometers. If that's the case, I'll fire my videographer. How about that? Steven Spielberg. All right, so this area here is another great spot to just come park your motorbike, get out and walk for an hour to see everything in here. Beautiful fountain off to the left. I realize I'm going through here a little bit quick, but hey, it's about to rain on my head. Little playground there for the children to the left. And I'll pull over and check the I'll check the camera. But just take a look. Just absolutely gorgeous area. Fountain in the middle of that lake. It's just beautiful. Okay, looks like the camera's clear. So far I haven't found one drop on this lens. Okay, so this still goes along with, if I really wanted to take a girl out on a date, a nice girl, and again, I have. I'm sort of giving you my secret weapon here. If I meet a nice girl, I'm not talking some nice girl I met on Soy 6, but it could apply. If I met a nice girl and I say, hey, you want to go out to eat? You know, back in the day, I just take them to the beer garden. All right, well, that's wonderful. I'm sure they've been to the beer garden many times before. But the ones who I said, all right, get on the motorbike, let's go, and they had no idea where they were going, trust me, they were impressed, and trust me, they'll remember that date. How could they not? Going out with a foreign dude, what do they think I'm gonna do? Try to take them to the beer garden, go to Lucifer, dance, gotta be some drinking involved. Nope, get on the back of the Bad Dream, baby. Next thing you know, they're down here at Silverlake, eating like a queen, taking pictures, walking around the temples. Don't tell them about it. Just make sure they dress properly. That's the only thing you got to do is tell them, hey, you know, we're going to go to some place kind of nice. Don't overdress, but don't show up with Daisy Dukes on. You can't come to the temple in Daisy Dukes. But don't mention the temple. Just tell them, you know, hey, just sort of dress nice. Sort of dress nice. You throw them on the back of this hog. Roll down to this area. They would never expect it. At least the ones I brought down on this date did not expect it. I'm sure they went back and told their friends, hey, where'd y'all go? You go to the beer garden, you go to Sintan, where you go? I'm like, nope, check out these pictures. All right, take one more time to center my gimbal. We're gonna roll out of here, and then I'm headed to the barn. That beautiful Thailand flag. Beautiful flags right there. My goodness. I just got to make sure that I get those in frame right there. I'll just pull in here for a second. That is absolutely gorgeous. All right, folks, now this time I'm signing off. I'm going to put the camera away, and me and the Bad Dream going to head back north at reasonable speed. Thanks for joining me. If you're not a subscriber, hell, you know what to do. Just make sure you hit that notification bell, because most of y'all didn't hit that bell. That's why you don't get notified. Everybody complains to me, I didn't get notified. I'm a subscriber. Yeah, because you didn't hit that bell. You got to hit that bell. So, yeah. Thanks for riding along. I'll see you guys on the next one. And peace out, my friends. Love each and every one of you. I just had to show 'em that I didn't need 'em, and so I headed out west to see some old friends of mine. I thought if I'd climb up old Ajax Mountain, maybe that would help me get it all off my mind. I made it up to the top. I picked out a clear spot, and I thought a whole lot about the rest of my life. I had no idea then that soon it would nearly end. Up on that mountainside, I would nearly die. And they're all in Alabama, and they're all in Dixieland. Lord, I'm dying out in Montana. Please, Lord, just let me go back to my old homeland. Just let me get back and hold her hand. They said I'd never sing again. I thought a lot about my friends, but when you're shot down and out, you don't get many calls. Do 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 tum my tum tum kap chan dai. Do 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 tum my tum tum kap chan dai. Dun 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 dun. Rockin' shotgun gola one you dee dee juju took a jock pie. The Khao Kong Krung Cha go you dee. Thai City Bob Malay Club High Pie. Nern Gibbs I sum the suit to chut. Temper my pencil do took a owl pie. Then Jamaica wa. Ya say like a chak on chun pie. Do 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 to tum. Tum my tum tum kap chan dai. And do 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 to tum my tum tum kap chan dai.